And BTC going up too, I'm not missing no shots. She said, where would I be if it wasn't for you? I got a mama real good, making better choices too. Clearing out the energy. Because I say protected me. Alright, let's do it, guys. Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Scorpio full moon. If you're Scorpio sun, moon, rising, ascendant, this is your reading. This is your tarot card reading. If you have Pluto in Scorpio or Mars in Scorpio, apply it there as well if you know how to do so. Scorpio, let's do it. Welcome back, Scorpio fam. Scorpio myself, so you already know it's our time. Full moon, let's get it. Hella intense though. Keep the energy relaxed. Stay grounded. Keep the energy relaxed. Stay grounded. It's going to be very intense, possibly highly emotional, and possibly highly intuitive and highly psychic. A lot of deep, mysterious, mystical type things be going on. You know that Scorpio full moon, and it's a Scorpio full moon. Be careful outside. You know, full moons are full moons. You know, oftentimes you don't want to manifest a full moon scenario based upon the seeds you've been planting if they haven't been positive in your life because it's subjective. Then you'll see you'll reap what you sow, and you'll see the harvest of that, the harvest of that intention, and whatever actions you took around the time of the new moon. And this is actually, and I'm talking about from November. What were you doing November 2023? Gotta go a couple months back, tap into the cycles, right? I know what I was doing. I was making an album and I was recording music. On the Scorpio new moon. And my birthday, my solar return. So I know what seeds I planted. I know what intent I had. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, Scorpios. Making sure my deck is shuffled nicely. We just finished the Taurus reading. Scorpio, you're paired up with Taurus, your opposite sign. I thought that was a good little polarity in terms of reading the energies, opposites. But at the bottom of the deck, Five of Swords, defeat, get out your head. I don't really like, right? I never, I always speak in terms of collective, right? Because I never attach myself to the energy of the reading. Like, of course, that there's certain things that I'll pick up, but I never look at myself like I'm in the reading or part of the collective. Um, just because as individuals on our own path, spiritually inclined, we're all at different levels. So I may be able to handle something differently than another Scorpio or another whatever, any other sign, right? Example. So if you were a Gemini, if you were a Virgo, those are my big two signs over here. Um, that watch my channel. If you are more spiritually inclined or been on the path of self development longer and kind of been working on yourself longer, you're going to be able to handle certain things more or less compared to other people, right? So like certain things that you hear may not even apply to you, but it applies to someone else on that exact zodiac sign because they're at a different level spiritually. So a lot of things I look at from the outside, right? Before I like internalize them because I know for myself that a lot of the energies I be breaking down, like sometimes I'm beyond a lot of the energies. I don't really attach myself to a lot of the stuff I'll be reading. It's more for the people of being of service because I understand my own individual path and my own workings, my own internal clock, and my own internal compass. Let's get into it. Two of Wands, nice. Could be some creativity, some travel, opportunity here, some action with someone else. Maybe this is planning travel, moving forward with the idea of travel or this idea of creativity and moving forward with your passions here. We have Aries energy, so I'm hearing you took initiative. Then we have the Nine of Cups, which is happiness, abundance. Jupiterian energy, Pisces energy. And we have the Eight of Cups. Within hidden influence / environment, as it's in position 3. So I like to touch on like relative to the houses as well. As you guys know, I'm big into astrology. Then we have the Nine of Discs. A lot of nines, guys. 999 could be significant. 99, androgynous number. A lot of wisdom. As I'm getting goosebumps saying that. A lot of wisdom, a lot of meaning and reasoning, a lot of learning, right? And a lot of times too, guys, I read for higher octaves, right? Like I like who I am for myself. I read for higher octaves. If you're on a lower, if you're on that low vibration, probably won't resonate. I read for the higher octaves of all the zodiac signs, right? So that's why I mean, like, for certain things, y'all gonna have to find. Like, I try to break it down for certain people who may be like the higher octaves and the lower octaves, who may be like just coming onto the path, just finding the channel, just learning about certain things. So it's important that I kind of break down the message for kind of all walks of life, right? Got a lot of energy here, guys. I'm seeing a lot of fire, which is good though, because I seen initially we seen the Five of Swords, and this is why I said like, and like it's funny I mentioned that before. I'm like, you may be a little uncomfortable, so your thoughts, I think it's uncomfortability towards your relationships, and I think this is your relationships, partnership, people, places, and things. Like this could be people that you relate with, like whether it's surroundings or not, that have their sword up against you. That's why you're uncomfortable. So you're uncomfortable because of negative thoughts, the negative thought of others. This could be like psychic attack as well. This is joining forces of thought and similar thought and coming at you. This is why you're feeling uncomfortable within your mind, right? Mentally uncomfortable towards your relationships as Venus energy. Because there's a lot of thoughts being directed right now at you that may be uncomfortable. They're trying to defeat. We have Aquarius energy, but you're picking it up though intuitively. That's why, because 5, emotionally, that's your intuition. Emotionally that you're picking up on something, because when you feel something, that 5 energy, and then the fact that it's swords, you're feeling it because it's intellect, it's air, it's communicating, it's thoughts. So someone's talking a lot about you right now. That's why you're feeling intuitively. Your internal clock is spidey senses tingling. Trust it. But you're not overthinking anything. We don't see no air here, which is good. We see earth, which means you're grounded, and we see fire, which means there's action, and there's vision, which is good. These are the byproducts of manifestation, which means despite this attack or this conflict or uncomfortability via relationships, that doesn't matter. You're still manifesting. There's something you're spending a lot of time into that you like within your environment or surroundings, or the hidden influences there's something that you're spending time into to develop structure or foundation, right? We also have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of this deck. There's also something, whether love connection or opportunity, that you possibly walked away from, or that's being separated right now. And it's likely based upon conflict. There's chatter right now. There's chatter, gossip. I heard gossip in the collective reading that we did as well. That took me right back there. We seen gossip, and you're sensing it. So you may be stepping away from certain relationships because you can sense it, because you're intuitively, you're uncomfortable picking up thoughts from your relationships that's making you feel discomfort, because on the regular and in your current energy, you're not uncomfortable. You have the Nine of Cups. You're very happy and you're very abundant. You know your emotions. You know how you feel. You know which thoughts are yours and and how to feel about them. So when other feelings come, you're like, what? Where is this coming from? This is where it's coming from. External influences. Use your intuition. High Priestess. Trust your inner voice and trust how you feel, because that's the confirmation. You may need to separate from something, and that separation is going to cause peace within you. And when you separate, that's when you're going to unify with the actual people and places and things in your life that you need to unify with. The fact that this is your energy here, this is internal, this is you, this is external. Goosebumps all over. Two of Wands. Made the choice to move forward with some action, whether creative or possibly travel, to plan some sort of travel. You could be doing something to embark for travel or relocation. I think this idea of relocation or travel is embedded in you, and it's confirmed. But right now, you're very happy with everything. You have your abundance. You're very fulfilled, and there's a lot coming to you. This is why I know it's going to manifest. This is why I know this is why I see the Nine of Discs, the gain, because it's already manifesting. Because you're already happy. You're in the wish fulfilled. So how you like what? You're in the wish fulfilled, and the Scorpio full moon is illuminating all of this. And I think all this external energy is witnessing it. And this is why they're trying to gang stalk and get to this energy, get to the happiness. They don't like to see you happy. They don't like to see you creative. They don't like to see you taking action on your own with the ace. They don't like to see the gain, the monetary gains, the long-term gains. But you're stepping away, and you sense it. You're stepping away. This is happening online. This can be happening online, social media, community network, things of that nature, or home, or neighborhood and surroundings. Eight of Wands. The obstacle here, the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is an interesting obstacle because I think this is like there's so much action being taken with all this Wands energy, which is good. And the Eight of Wands is swiftness. It's like it's letting you know you don't need to reminisce. You already know and have your confirmation. You don't need to reminisce on why people are doing certain things. Mercury, you don't need to think about it. You already see the actions and got the response. Therefore, move forward. But for you, I know it's challenging to move forward. That's the obstacle. Like, man, are you kidding me? Like, this is for real? Like, this is how like people really moving like that. That's crazy, right? And you're thinking about it like that's crazy, and it's like, damn. But it's instead of moving swift and moving past it, like, all right, fuck them, mind my language. You're like, listen, like what your energy is like, damn, yeah, you know. So it's like instead of like moving past it very quickly, you're kind of sitting on it. But don't sit on this too long because it has no room for you to reminisce and think and be thinking about, you know. So like that don't even worry. Like it, move past that as soon as you can digest it mentally. Move past it because there's a lot waiting for you. Like you have the Nine of, this is one of the most prosperous cards within tarot. You had two of the best cards within tarot, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Discs. That like the Nine of Cups is like the wish fulfilled, right? Others' perspectives, others' perspectives see this. I think they see this. I think they see what you're tapping into. I think they see what you're gaining from all of that you're doing. I think they understand that. I think even the relationships you're developing, I think they see that. Like I think all your relationships see you growing, you expanding, the way you're cultivating routine, the way you're working, even your health, your fitness, because that's Virgo energy. A lot of Virgo energy here. Nine of this. Your work, how you work, is different. How you work is different, and they see this, and there's a lot to gain from the way you work. So be mindful of that. What you need to pay attention to is the Knight of Wands. Stay strong. See, strength. Stay strong. You can't be stopped. You literally cannot be stopped. Leo energy. Stay strong. And I could confirm that because I'm a Leo North Node. So stay strong. Focus. That's what I'm saying. Focus on the strength and focus on your purpose and the mission instead of reminiscing on like, bro, people really move odd. You know what I'm saying? People really move odd. That's okay though. That's their own life and they have their own problems. You have your own internal world. And if internal worlds don't align and they're clashing, that's fine. Separation will eventually be necessary. The angelic spirit will always separate you from those who no longer resonate on your path. Your world is yours. Remember that. And internal worlds don't always conflict. And I think you're understanding how to develop your own internal world. And this is why you're planning to relocate. Because your internal world is not in alignment to possibly a lot of these existing relationships, which will soon be outdated, probably already is. That's why it's like stay focused on this, because there's a lot of travel, there's a lot of action, a lot of creativity, there's a lot of strength. Focus on it. There could be a travel opportunity coming up to you as well. So maybe pay attention to what travel opportunities come up and how you can maneuver with those. And we just have the Ace of Wands. This is the outcome of it. Literally just confirming everything. Everything you're doing right now, this is the confirmation that you have all that it takes to do it. And all you need is just like you to do it. Take the action for yourself. And this is continuously doing what you know you need to do the correct way, right? Because you don't follow the footprints in the sand. So it's like, all right, if this works, let me do this. Let me keep doing it and improving on it. And that's what this is. You doing it and improving on it. Improving on the vision, improving on the creativity, improving on your skill sets, improving on your foundation, improving on your health, improving on your mind, and improving on the wish fulfilled and your abundance. That's all within the 9 of discs. I'm going to pull a mystery confirmation card for you here, Scorpio. It's going to tie all the energies in together. We almost had the Fool card want to pop out. Did we get the Fool? We had the Fool for someone. Who got the Fool? We have an upside down here. So we have a volunteer. We have a volunteer. What's our volunteer? You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly where you're going. Do not doubt anything that you're doing right now. If you know certain things need to make a change for yourself, then you know you make a need to change for yourself. But always understand your own decisions, because you have the clarity and the sword is in your hand, baby. You separate, you cut it off, or you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do, who needs to be in your life, and what decisions need to be made. The vision is very clear. Your mind is very clear. So you're understanding that what you was receiving and the uncomfortableness was not from yourself, because you have the sword. What you were receiving was from the external world. But let me tell you, they can't stop you. You have already done all that you've done and all that you need to have your stability in place. You're just waiting for the harvest right now. Continue working and continue maintaining. Your world is yours. It's MC Triple Three. I hope it's about your confirmation, Scorpio. Let's do it, man. We out here. Let's go. I appreciate you for tuning in. As always, you're the most important part. The Triple Threes Tarot. Let's get it. Happy